I can't hear you. Are you ready? Yeah! Drummer, welcome to PPR. Let's warm up a bit of our dynamical strokes, motion, full down, taps and ups. Starting with unisons, both hands up, 90 degrees almost, and we play a full strokes, coming back up, down stroke, same volume but we stay down, tap strokes, very very soft, and up stroke. Also same volume as the tap stroke, but we go as quickly as possible back to the initial position. Let's go. 3, 4, full, down, tap, up, full, down, tap, up, full, down, tap, up, full, down, tap, up, full, down, tap, up. Faster. We have 2 volumes, but 4 different motions. Let's alternate now, right to left. Ready? Go. So we have full, full, down, down, tap, tap, up, up, full, full, down, down, tap, tap, up, up. For accents and for ghosts. Well done. Let me disappear and reappear. Hello, hello, nice space. I love your practice, Pat Miguel. Also, it's been said since the age of time that the best way to practice is on a pillow. I'm not laughing. That's the best way.
Okay.
No
I'm not
rebound.
I'm not at home, so today I have to do this.
If you guys don't do it, practice more on a pillow. Get those double strokes on pillows working, and then when you're on the snare drum, you go. For real, eh? Half an hour a day before going to sleep, pillow work. And then put the sticks and start. Alright, then you're gonna try this new thing quote unquote program.
Round 1. Ghost bar. Feel the
Some
silence.
16 notes with ghost notes and accents. No? So try to think about which motion of the full down tap up you're supposed to do in order to predict the accents and the soft notes that will come after. So in this case we're just gonna start with some tap strokes. I'm gonna try for each pattern to do it both in straight and shuffled version because it was a request. So in this case, we're just gonna start very slowly. Let's keep a left foot in quarter notes. We go 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we shuffle it. Shuffle is a triplet without the middle note. 1 E N 2 E N 3 E N 4 E N 1 E N 2 E N 3 E N 4 E N 1 E N 2 E N 3 E N. Let's try with double strokes. Right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left, right, right, left. Alternate 1, 2, 3. Shuffle double strokes. Right, right, left, left, right, right, left.
Round 2. Only note 1. Keep it solid.
Straight. Accent on the first note. Here's the change. And dynamics, don't forget, 1 accent and 3 goes. Down, step up, step down, step up, step down, step up. Now, if you try with doubles, starts to become a little bit trickier here. Right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left. We try to play the same dynamic. Now the right hand we quickly go up, no? Plays it down, up, because later we'll have to play again. Although we do have 2 notes of the left, so we don't really need to rush at this tempo. So you could really just go down, and while I play the 2 notes of the left, I could go slowly up. But if we want to bring it fast, we need to move faster in anticipation. Right, right, left, left, down, up, tap, tap, down, up, tap, tap, down, up, tap, tap. Nice. These ghost note after the
Round
accent
3,
is called the
only note 2. Stay
grace
relaxed.
note. Okay, now we accentuate the first left. We start with the alternated single strokes in 16 notes straight, and then we shuffle it in a moment. So we go 1 E and 2 E and possibly keep the foot. You can hear I'm shuffling. No, I try to follow the shuffle version. 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1. Let's try to still play double strokes. In this case, because it's the E, it's going to be the second right. These motions are difficult, but they happen in many grooves. 1 E and 2 E and up, down, tap, tap, right, right, left, left, with the second right accentuated.
Round
Very
4,
nice way
only note
to
3.
practice your
Block the
double strokes
grid.
with the second note louder. We go back to the right hand. Now we are on the third 16th, equal to the second 8th note. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and keep the left foot in quarter notes if you can. Heel down if you're in a strange position, or heel up if you're comfortable. Keep the left foot because we want to improve that technique as well when we play drums. Let's shuffle. 2 3 4. You can use also a bit of Muller if you want, if you know what that is. Two, 3, 4. If we play double strokes, it's the left. Right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left. 2. Same position, different sticking. We could also play paradiddle second kind. Right, left, 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 right, left, right, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left, right, left. Right? Paradiddle second kind starts with the double strokes. Right, right, left, right, and then it reverts left, left, right, left. You should know the 3 different inversions of paradiddles. If you don't know, please ask at the next
Round
lesson.
5,
or book
only note
a
4.
theory lesson
Strong
on Zoom.
ending.
So we clarify everything. The last 16 note. All right. So the second left. 1 E and A, 2 E and A, 3 E and A, 4 E and A, 1 E and A1, A2, A3, A4. Shuffle. 1, A2. Now let's try with double stroke. Right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left, right, left, left, right, left, left, right, right, left, left. Not so simple, right? Single strokes, double strokes, single strokes, and double stroke, single, and that two, E and a three, E and a double stroke, and right, left, left. You could have used the paradiddle third kind, in this case, to go right, left, right, left. And now learn
Round
to
6.
shuffle all these
Notes
different
1 and
kind of
2.
paradiddles
Call
as
and
well.
answer.
Sequence of 2 notes now. We're doing all the 16 note patterns that exist within one beat using this specific grid, and we're going to try to shuffle them all as well. So the first right and the first left are accents. Down, down, up, up. One of the most useful sequences because you practice the 2 most difficult motion. Downstroke, downstroke, upstroke, upstroke, downstroke, downstroke, upstroke, upstroke. I'm shuffling here, huh? 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1. Double stroke. Both accents are right hand in this case. Full tap, full tap, full tap, full. We could also play paradiddle first kind, left, right, left, right, left, with both accents on the single stroke.
Round 7. Notes 1 and 3. Diagonal pulse.
The right hand is bouncing back up, the left hand is soft, chilling. On the drums, the right hand will start to move in different areas. Shuffle. Now let's go with double stroke, okay? It's going to be the first right and the first left. Right, left, with the first of the doubles accentuated. Down, up, 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 down. The tendency is just to wait for the other hand to invert, which is it's fine because we're playing double strokes, right? We have more time to charge. We can enjoy the going back up.
Round 8. Notes 1 and 4. Beginning and end.
Natasha, lead. Come on! A Brazilian pattern, no? Dai. It's not really called like this, but after BDE it's becoming like this. 1 E and A 2 E and A 3 E and A 4 E and A 1 A 2. Yeah, you want to start in this position and then slowly go into I'm innocent position to then start again. Okay? Now let's shuffle. 3 E and A 4 E and 1 A 2 and A 3. Oh, sexy. Ah. are pretty attitude here with those triplets. Let's try with doubles, okay? Right, right, left, right, right, left. First right and the second left. I bet you never played this chicken. With the accent. Doubles with the accents. Think the first time we approach it this way, right? And shuffle. Singles. And double.
Round 9. Notes 2 and 3. Middle punches.
The E and the end. The yend pattern. Okay, 1 E end, 2 E end, 3 E end, 4 E end, 1 E end, 2 E end, 3 E end, 4 E end, 1 E end, 2 E end, 3 E end, 4 E end, 1 E end. Now the thing is, of course, because we are shuffling the 16 notes, not the typical 8 notes that we do when we talk about shuffle, we could have an ostinato with our feet also that goes in usual 8 notes. Of course, ostinatos in quarter notes always work, but let's say, for example, we could play the Brazilian ostinato. 1 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3. Now instead of having see these are 8 note and 40 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and the tempo would be 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1.
Round 10. Notes 2 and 4. Off grid. Stay cool.
Stay cool. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and tempo. In double strokes is always the second note. Let's try it. Right, right, left, left, right, right, left. Right, right, left. Beautiful exercise to reinforce your double strokes on the second note. Right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left, right. 1, 2, E and 3, E and 4, E and 5, E and 1, E and 2, E and 3, E and 4, E and 5, E and just for fun, 1, E and 2, E and 3, E and 4, E and 5, E and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3.
Round 11. Notes 3 and 4. Backloaded power.
2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, E, end up, end up, end up, 4, end up, 5, E, end up. 2 accents at the end of the quadruplet. Ghost, ghost, accent, accent, ghost, ghost, accent, accent, ghost, ghost, accent, accent. In this case we would have with double stroke, 2 taps with the right, and 2 accents with the left. alternate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Double stroke. 2, 3, 4, 5. Single strokes. 4, 5. Double strokes. Left, right, left, left, in. 4, 5. Single strokes. And
Round 12. Notes 1, 2, 3. Build tension.
And 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle all the way. I just lose all the romanticism for this pattern. Yeah, it's not yet December, but the weather pretty much like that. Now notice, my right hand is bouncing in full stroke because the right hand is playing 8 notes. The left hand is playing the E loud, the A soft. So it becomes down and up motion. If I just isolate E, A, E, A, E, A. 2, 3, 4, 5. So you notice that it's the second and the fourth 16 that give it the shuffle feel, right? The right hand, the leading hand that is on the 8 notes doesn't really change. That's why also the ostinato in the 8 notes would work underneath that stuff.
Round 13. Notes 1, 2, 4. Heavy groove.
Oh, the weird pattern. The first, the second, and the fourth. My favorite is 16-note pattern. The E, the A, plus the downbeat. Look already, the right hand will play down, up. You already see that. And the left is full strokes because they are always being played, right? So we have the opposite, basically, of the previous pattern. Down full, up full, down full, up full. And a 2 E, a 3 E, a 4 E, a 1 E, a 2 E. Also, you can play this without the ghost note in the middle, eh? And you can make a drum fill. But it's groovy with the extra ghost there. Let's try with double strokes, okay? 3 E and 4 E and full up, down, 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 full up.
Round 14. Notes 1,
The
3,
galop.
4. Triangular flow.
1 E and 2 E and also here, right hand in full strokes. Opposite left hand motion, starting with an upstroke, going into the downstroke of the A. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 5 E and 1 E and 2. With double stroke, we will have a down-up motion with the right and a full motion with the left. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and this is with double strokes, huh? Because you need to convert in your mind right, right, left, left. You look at the on and off notes in front of you on the screen. And of course, with the normal alternation is always right hand on number and ends, the left on is and as. In this case, we need to move very differently. Sorry.
Round 15. Notes 2, 3, 4. Roll to the end.
So the left hand now is full strokes. And the right hand moves into up and down. Maria, do you have any question? I see you a little bit perplexed. I don't really see you because you're all blurry with the background, but feel free always to
I just can't follow it. That's it. It's so fast. I don't get what's happening. So.
You should ask instead of being blurry.
No, I mean I understand the concept, but I can just not follow today. So
yeah, don't worry. Let's go a little bit slower. 1, 3, and 2, 3, and boss, and then 3 accents.
Round 16. All 4 notes. Full power. Let's go.
Without the shuffle, straight. 1, 3, and 2, 3, and 3, and 4, 3, and 1, 3, and 2, 3, and 4. All accents. Now we try to shuffle 1, 3, and we make it sloppy. Full strokes. This is the last of the 16 note patterns. We go double strokes. Right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left. Alternate. 2, 3, double strokes. Right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left. Single strokes. 1, 3, and 2, 3, and 3, and 4, 3, and doubles. Only right. 2, 3, left. 1, 2, 3. Unison.
Round 1. Goes far. Feel the silence.
Enjoy the procedure because from these cards of goes, no? Everything else goes on top. The usual shuffle is a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 1, a 2. Right? We are in 8 notes, but in this case we are shuffling the 16 notes, right? So hypothetically we have all these 16 note triplets. But let me just remove this for a moment. I saw in a normal shuffle situation we have 8 note triplets. Let's count out loud and play the triplets. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and count with me, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. From this point we remove the middle note of the triplet. Let's still count out loud, and with the right hand we play the shuffle. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 2 and we play the triplet plus the accents of the shuffle, it gets a little bit more difficult because it will revert to the left side on beat 2 and beat 4. So we start with the carpet of ghost notes in 8-note triplets, 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, and now I put the accent, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and right, right, left, left, right. And 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and all clear so far for the 8 notes? Yes? Don't feel shy, we're here to break things down. The more questions you do, the more interesting it becomes. So, assuming that we understand this shuffle in 8 notes, when we go to do this different shuffle that we did today, we go to the 16-note grid. So now we have 16-note triplets. What it means is that I have, first of all, 8-note duplets in first level subdivision. 1 and 2 and. But each of these 8 notes, I got to create a smaller triplet, a triplet that cannot be pronounced with numbers because it's too many notes. I have 2 of them, 6 notes in a beat, right? People have tried in many different ways. The best way would be to use the takite sound, right? Takite, 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 right? So this is what we call, long name for a beautiful pattern, the double 16-note triplet, which goes like this. 1 and 2 and takite, takite. 2 takite in 1 beat. But we assume we can already play normal triplets, so we can jump into this smaller realm of subdivision. Super sexy subdivision, because very often 30-second notes could be too fast, maybe not for your hands, but for the music, too aggressive maybe for something. And if you go into 16-note quadruplets, maybe it's too slow and it feels like an exercise. Maybe you would have to add some flams or some different dynamics. So very often this subdivision, this ternary subdivision of the second level in a binary song is what we are looking for to make things a bit smoother, a bit sexier, a bit more round. So let's get comfortable with this. Let's accentuate the beginning of each of these triplets. 1 and we count the 8, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and now we do the same that we did before for the 8-note triplets. We accentuate the first and the third note of this. So now we're gonna get the accent in the shuffle form that we were playing before. Before we were playing only these notes here. Assume we just playing musically without playing the ghost notes. So, but now that we play all the 16-note triplet, we have not only 1 and, but another accent, 2 accent right in the first small triplet and 2 accent left in the second triplet, like we did for the 8 notes. It's just a different counting. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and taki, 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 taki. Before we were counting 1, 2, 3, 4, and now 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Let's try to speed it up and make things a little bit tasty.
Before you speed up, I have a question. So in one note, there are 2 takites in one note, yeah?
In one beat. I don't know what it is. I mean, what do you mean by one note? One beat. You're muted, eh? You're muted, but I agree.
Okay, so in one beat, it is better that I was muted. In one beat, there are 2 takites. So
yes.
my question is, in these 2 takites, what is accentuated in the two takites?
The first and the third of every takite, so basically 1, 3,
The
4,
first
6.
and the third, the ta and the te. Ta, te, ta,
Yeah.
te, ta, te, ta.
Yes.
All right.
Teta, 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 teta. Or in Italian, teta, teta, teta. So. 1 and 2 and 3 and would be an eighth note. 3 and 4. And now we go 1 and 2 and 1 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and so you understand also why now I went into this idea of using double strokes as well, because the shuffle per se, if I play all the subdivision of the 16-note triplet, actually happens to be right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left sticking. That we converted though, because we're used to play single strokes, into right, left, right, left, right, left, right, but you should also practice it all just with one hand or the other hand. Okay, now we had enough beats, huh? Okay, so let's try to play one bar with all the notes of the 16-note triplets, and one bar where we play only the accents. Let's see if we can go in and out without fucking up. Now, first we think about tuck it, tuck it, tuck it, tuck it, tuck it, tuck it. And now we go 3 and 4 and tuck it, tuck it, tuck it, tuck it, tuck it, tuck it, tuck it. Move the ghost note to see if we are still precise. With the ghost note. Without. With. Two and 3 and 4 1 without, and we count 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and with the ghost note. Tuck it, tuck it, tuck it, tuck it, tuck it, tuck it. Without, and you count 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a tuck it, 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 1 E and a 2. We cannot count really, well, we could count like this also in the other bar, but the point is that we want to simplify our thoughts without having to necessarily think of all the grid of the 16-note triplets, and rather shuffle these patterns that we already play in the binary world. But absolutely, if I'm in that kind of context and I want to make a drum feel a crescendo, then I reach out for the 16-note triplets. Now, if you're playing For example, on B2 here, let's accentuate the left. Well, yes, the first letter we have 2 E and right? We have 1 E and 2 E and takite, 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 1 E and 2 E and takite, 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 1 E. Anytime that you play a crescendo, it doesn't matter shuffle or straight. You need to remember that if you want to repeat multiple crescendos, the last left needs to be a downstroke. Otherwise you find yourself up in the air and you're in trouble if you want to grow. Again, a crescendo starts with an accent, with the right, usually we're right-handed. Instead we do a straight 16 notes, 1 E and 2 E and right? When we arrive to, so we start 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and if you fuck that up, you're in big trouble now. Because then it's really not recuperable if not by not playing the E of 1. If I loop this, 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and stay down 1 E and so the ending is really pum pum. But the first one to stay down is the left. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and stay down 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and down stroke 2 E and grow 4 E and down 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and right, let's shuffle it. 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and stay down 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and down. E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and down. Let's do one crescendo like this and one crescendo with the full 16 note triplet pattern. So we'll become takite, 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 pa pa. Takite, 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 stay down. So our idea before was 1 E and 2 E and takite, 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 1 E. And you notice the left, I just stopped for a moment because that's key, whatever the subdivision. 1 E and 2 left, crescendo, takite, 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 down, 1 E and 2 E and takite, 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 and takite, 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 takite. The straight 16 note version would be 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1. Right? Because there, I mean, if we want to play faster, we would have to reach out. If we want the same kind of effect, it's not really the same, but we would have to go into 30 seconds, for example, no? 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E. Taka 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 pa 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 pa. Taka 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 pam pam pam. E and 2 E and taka 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 E and 2 E and taka 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 taka. The other one. Again. And 2 E and takite, 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 1 E and 2 E and binary. Ternary. Shuffle. Again, twice each. Binary. Again. Shuffle. Takite, 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 takite. Let's take our beautiful paradiddle and let's do it straight and then shuffle, because now here we're gonna start to have this different relationship between alternated single strokes or double strokes. And let's keep this beautiful crescendo on beat 2 and beat 3 and beat 4. For now, let's just do the paradiddle but shuffle. So basically, instead of counting 1 E and 2 E and you count a little bit drunk, a little bit sloppy. 1 E and 2 E and 3, and you put the notes on top of that, whatever notes they are. In this case, we have paradiddle number 1, accent on the first note. 1 E and 2 E and will become 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 paradiddle, paradiddle, paradiddle. Right, left, right, left. You need to know the first kind paradiddle because it's also in the logo of the school, so at least that one rudiment. Out of 40. Okay? Let's try to go 1 bar straight, 1 bar shuffle. The change is not so simple, but also in music doesn't happen so often to go from one to another, of course. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E. Let's go. 1 E and 2 E and 4 straight. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 4 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and. So yes, also regarding the shuffle challenge, any rudiment, any sticking that you're counting in 16 note quadruplets can be shuffled in 16 note triplets shuffle. Likewise, anything in 8 note duplets can be shuffled in 8 note triplets. But therefore, what was the first sequence? Double paradiddle, twice, and then a set of double strokes, or para paradiddle, para paradiddle, diddle diddle.
Paradiddle, paradiddle, paradiddle. Yes.
No, that's the second bar, no? But the first bar,
Yeah.
yeah. It's
Ah, yeah.
two
It's
doubles
right.
and a set of, another set of doubles. So the straight version was para, para, diddle, 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 diddle. This extra diddle, diddle at the end, from last lesson. Para, diddle, 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 para, diddle, 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 para, diddle. Ciao Ralph, thank you. Para, diddle, para, diddle, 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 para, diddle, para, diddle, diddle, diddle. And to think about it, we started from a phrase with the guitar that was in eighth notes. There was no 16 in that phrase. Then we interpreted that position of the accent by adding the 16 note ghosted. And we tried to figure out what would be a nice paradiddle related sticking to hit those notes. After this, another interpretation, and we shuffled those 16 notes the way that we're doing right now. So starting from a very simple phrase, it starts to become quite interesting. Let's do this sticking, and then the second bar, we do the crescendo in 16 note triplets. And that's pretty much it. So then you can do the challenge again. It's still on. So we go. Para, diddle, para, diddle, 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 takite, takite, takite. Alternate, takite, 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 para. In this case, we don't start with the accent because we are soft. Usually we start with the accent when we're already smashing it, no? And then the crescendo goes boom. But here, you could, do as you please. I like this conversion, right, left, left. Then we just sneakily come up with the volume. Ready, go. Para, diddle, para, diddle, 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 takite, takite. 2, 3, 4. Para, diddle, para, diddle, 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 takite, 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 para, diddle, para, diddle, diddle, diddle. Let's see, I'm not sure in this song the velocity I was.
Thank you.
But maybe we managed to do it on top of it. Maybe it's too fast. I don't know. Let's see. Probably too fast, right? Well, thank you for being here. I'm gonna attempt even at this tempo. Love you, my darling.